The biggest frustration with Procreate patterns is when you can see exactly where the tile ends. You're seeing ghost stripes or awkward vertical gaps in your design. But it's not your art, it's your canvas shape. In the next 10 minutes, I'll show you the exact method I use to make sure that my patterns never look like a grid again. Let's get into it. So I'm starting out here in the Procreate gallery, which is the Procreate home screen. I'm going to tap on the plus icon in the top right and create my canvas. Now I want my canvas to be set in pixels, and I want it to be 1500 pixels wide by 3000 pixels high. And that gives me, at a DPI of 300, a maximum layers of 115 to use. Once you're happy with that, simply tap on the blue check icon in the top right, but I'm going to cancel because I've already set my canvas up, which you can see here. So I'll tap on that to open my canvas. I now want to turn on my drawing guides and just have one line down the vertical center and one line across the horizontal center. So I'm going to tap on my wrench icon, turn on my drawing guide, tap Edit Drawing Guide. And at the bottom here, the grid size slider, I'm going to slide all the way to the right until I see max. Once I'm happy with that, I'll tap on the check mark icon in the top right to accept those changes. Now what I'm going to do is import my skinny diamond template. Now that is currently stored on my Photos app on my iPad, so I'm going to come up to the wrench icon and tap on that, tap on Add, tap on Insert a Photo, and go and locate my template. Here it is, and simply tap on that, and Procreate will import it onto the canvas. Now, because it is already correctly sized at that 1500 pixels wide by 3000 pixels high, it automatically fills the canvas. So I'm simply going to deselect that to accept those changes. What I might do now is just reduce the opacity of this layer so we don't see it so strongly. So I'm going to come up to my layers. I'm going to tap on the N letter and slide my opacity slider to the left to reduce the opacity of those lines. Once I'm happy with that, I'm simply going to slide to the left to lock that layer. And this prevents me accidentally drawing or inking on that layer. Now what I need to do is create my design, and whatever I create, I need to try as much as possible to stay inside the lines of that diamond. So like any good cooking show, I've actually gone ahead and made my sketch beforehand, which I'll just bring above that diamond layer, make it visible, and here you can see I just made any doodles that I was thinking at the time. And I've simply locked that layer. I'll unlock it for you now. If I bring the opacity back up to the top, you can see what my doodles look like. Nothing fancy, just making marks with a pencil brush in Procreate. So I'll simply just reduce the opacity of that again, swipe to the left to lock that layer. The reason I'm locking this layer is that I don't accidentally draw on that layer as well. What I need to do now is check that this actual pattern is going to repeat all right. And the way I do that is I'll first unlock that, bring my opacity up. I'm going to make copies of this pattern layer so I can move copies into each of those four corners to test my pattern. Now, I need to just I've made two marks here in the bottom right-hand corner and the top left-hand corner. So when I select copies of this layer, it actually selects the entire canvas, which is important. So I'm simply going to make 4 copies of this sketch layer by swiping to the left and tapping on Duplicate. Swipe to the left on the original layer and tap Duplicate again, and do it 2 more times. So I now have 4 more copies of my original sketch layer. I'm going to hide the bottom layer. I'm also just going to hide my diamond grid, my diamond guide. and I'm going to hide the top 3 layers, so I only now have one sketch layer visible. I'm going to tap on my arrow icon. I'm going to come down and make sure snapping and magnetics are both turned on and distance and velocity are both set to max. Now what I'm going to do is simply slide that layer up until it snaps in the middle and slide it to the left until it snaps in place, and you can see the orange lines there. Deselect that layer, come back, hide that layer, make the next layer visible and tap on that to select it. Tap my arrow icon, again move this layer up until it snaps in the middle, and then over to the right until it snaps in place in the top right quadrant, and deselect. Hide that layer, make the next layer visible and select it. Tap on the arrow icon. This time I'm going to move it down and to the left and deselect. Hide that layer, make the last layer visible, tap on that to select it, tap on my arrow icon. This time again move it down and over to the right and deselect. Now when I show all the copies of those layers, you can see a copy is now in each of those 4 corners. If I also turn on my original layer, we can now see how our pattern might repeat. So I don't need the copies in the corners anymore. So I'm simply going to swipe to the right to select all of those copies and tap on the word delete and tap on the red delete button to get rid of them. So I now have my original sketch layer. What I might do is decrease the opacity of that and also swipe to the left to lock it so I don't accidentally draw on that layer. Now, like any good cooking show, I've actually gone ahead and inked this design out, which I'll show you now. I now need to set a background for this design. So I'm going to open that group. I'm going to select the bottommost layer, layer 5, and add a new layer above that. Now I need to place this at the bottom of layer 5 because this is going to be my background layer. So I'll simply tap on layer 5 and drag that above my background layer. Select layer 13, which is my background layer. Come and select my color. I think I'll go with this yellow color, and then simply drag and drop that color onto that layer. So that is now set yellow as my background layer. What I've done with this group is each particular different color I have placed on their own layer, just so it gives me that flexibility if I've made a mistake or if I want to recolor any of those motifs. So now that I've inked my design, I now need to go ahead and make copies of this group so I can put copies in each of those 4 corners again. So I'm simply going to select that layer, swipe to the left and choose duplicate. Select the original layer again, swipe to the left and choose duplicate. Select original layer, swipe to the left and choose duplicate, and one last time. So I now have 4 copies of that original group. What I'm going to do is select my original layer and drag it to the top of all these groups simply by tapping and holding on it and dragging it to the very top. I'm going to hide that layer for now, so I'm just working with these 4 copies that we made. I'm going to hide the top 3 copies of those groups, so I'm just working with one layer now, and if I hide that, you can see it will go away. I'm also going to hide my sketch because I don't really need that now. So I've selected my copy of that group. I'm going to tap the arrow icon, making sure snapping and magnetics are turned on and everything is set to max. And I'm simply going to repeat that original process. I'm going to drag that up until it snaps in place to the middle and then drag it to the left and deselect. Come back to my layers, hide that layer, make the next layer visible, tap on that to select it, tap on my arrow icon, move this up to the middle again and over to the right. Deselect. Hide that layer, make the next layer visible, tap on that to select it, tap on the arrow icon. This time I'm going to move it down until it snaps to the middle and over to the left and deselect. Hide that layer, make the next layer visible, tap on that, tap on my arrow icon, drag it down to the middle, and this time over to the right, and deselect. Now when I return to my layers panel and make all those other layers visible, you can see I now have a copy of that original layer in each of the corners. I now need to show my original layer in the middle, so I'll come up to the layers. I'll make that top layer, which was my original group, visible, but now it's going to hide everything underneath it because we had that original background layer there. I don't need that anymore, so I'm simply going to swipe to the left on that and delete it. When I do that, you can now see that has now given me my pattern tile. Now, before I go ahead to start testing this pattern, what I need to do is merge all the same color of those groups onto one layer. If I don't do that, I'll start running out of layers in Procreate. So what I'm going to do is come back to my layers. I'm going to tap on that very top layer, which was my original group. I want to make a copy of that, so I always have a copy in reserve in case I need to make color changes or if anything goes wrong. So I'm going to select that group, swipe to the left on the layer and choose duplicate and hide it. So that is now going to be my original layer that I won't touch. With all these other groups, I'm going to tap on the arrow icon to open them all so I can see the contents inside. Now, yes, there are quite a few layers in each of these groups, but what I want to do now is select all the same color layers and group them onto one layer. And I'm going to start with this layer 13, which is my yellow background. So on the very bottom group, I'm going to tap to select that layer 13. Now I need to find all the other layer 13s in the other groups. So I'll scroll up, I'll find the next one, swipe to the right to select that one. Swipe to the right on the next layer 13. Swipe to the right on the next one. Now there isn't one in the very top group because we originally deleted it, so that's fine. Once I've selected all the copies of that, I'm simply going to group them. Then just scroll down till I find that group that I've just made. Collapse that group, tap once on the thumbnail and choose flatten. That has now put all those copies of the background layer onto one layer. And if I hide that, you'll see it disappear. So they're all now on the one layer. What I need to do now is repeat the same process for all the other colored layers. So I'm going to start with layer 5, which is the next one up. So I'm going to tap to select that layer and then find all the other layer 5s. So come up and swipe to the right on the next one. Swipe to the right on the next one. Swipe to the right to select the next one. And swipe to the right to select the last one. Group all of those. Scroll down to that new group. Collapse it. Tap once on the thumbnail and choose flatten. Let's repeat that with layer 7. So tap once to select layer 7. Swipe to the right on all the other layer 7s to select them. Group them. Come down to that new group and collapse it. Tap once on the group thumbnail and choose flatten. So I'm now going to go ahead and do the same process with all the other layers. So I've gone ahead and flattened all of those onto their respective layers. It has left me with some empty groups which I no longer need. So I'm simply going to swipe left on each of those group layers and choose delete. Now I've just collapsed that group that we have just merged. And if I hide that, you can see everything is now on one layer. Because we're going to go ahead and test our pattern, I don't need this to be a group anymore. So I can just go ahead and flatten it, simply because if you remember, we made a copy of our original group. So we have that in case we make any mistakes. So I'm going to simply tap on that group thumbnail and choose flatten. So that has now placed everything on one layer. Now I need to make 3 more copies of this layer so I can put copies of them in each of the corners. So I'll swipe left on the original layer and choose duplicate and do that 2 more times. So I now have 4 copies of that. I now want to resize all of these layers just to the size of this one quadrant so I can then repeat it out to see if my pattern is working. So I'm going to tap on the top layer and swipe right to select all the other copies. Tap on my arrow icon, make sure my snapping and magnetics are still on. Then what I want to do is tap and hold on the bottom right hand blue circle and drag that up until it snaps in place to the middle of the canvas, like that. And you can see it snaps in place when we get those orange snap lines, and deselect that. So that has now scaled down all 4 copies of those layers into the same size. Now what I need to do is place copies in each of the 4 quadrants to see if my pattern tiles out perfectly okay. So I'm going to tap and select on the top layer, tap my arrow icon, make sure snapping and magnetics are on, and I'm simply going to drag this layer over to the right until it snaps in place and deselect. I'm going to tap and select the next layer down, tap my arrow icon. This time I want to move this down and to the right. So I'll drag it down slowly until it snaps in place at the bottom, and then drag it across to the right until it snaps in place, and deselect. Select the next layer down, and this time I simply want to move this layer straight down until it snaps in place to the bottom, and deselect. So now I have taken copies of my pattern tile and repeated it across and down. What we need to do now is zoom in to see if there are any gaps or seams down the middle, vertically, and down the middle and across the middle horizontally. So I'm simply going to use 2 fingers to zoom into the middle. You can see this is my middle here because that's where my drawing guide is. Take 2 fingers and drag up and down just to make sure that there are no gaps or seams across the middle there. And that looks to be fine, that looks to be okay. I also need to do the same horizontally, so I'll take 2 fingers and drag across horizontally just to make sure that there are no gaps, no seams, no misalignments. And that looks fine to me. Now, to quickly get back to where your canvas fills your page entirely, just take 2 fingers and quickly press them together, and that'll place your canvas in full view. So that is how we make a diamond pattern using a skinny diamond guide, which helps to make your pattern flow a lot better and helps to really hide the seams. Now don't worry about remembering the exact dimensions of the original diamond template. I have made a copy of this and a couple of other diamond guides, and I've made them available for free in my free Skool community. So you can simply go ahead and download them, drop them into Procreate, and start creating straight away. If you have any questions, please by all means leave them in the comments below. And until next time, don't sweat the pixels.